and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on the field today. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns. So let's get out to FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from FirstEnergy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
We saw a blocked field goal return on the game's final play last year. What's in store this time as we're underway from Cleveland? This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
I think sometimes when you've had some rocky days as a starting quarterback in the NFL, people start to focus in on what you can't do or what they perceive you can't do. For Robert Griffin III, I say you remember what he can do and utilize those skills and strengths. And I think you've got a legit starting quarterback in the NFL again.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And here's the first NFL catch for Corey Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Griffin. Finding time. And, oh, right away, he lost the football. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is Devin Hester. coverage there holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. Defensively for Cleveland, what do you think of them heading into the regular season? Kiki Mingo obviously no longer there. They just shipped corner Justin Gilbert to Pittsburgh. What kind of shape are they in?
In a lot of ways, they have a lot of unknowns. The recognizable guys are not there anymore for the most part. And Hugh Jackson is the head coach. Obviously, he gets to kind of mold things the way he wants to see them. He's going to want an attacking group. They'll have to build around Joe Hayden, their dependable corner, one of the better players in the league.
On first down, Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
First carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Guyton.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And Aiken with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Setting to throw, Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Flacco to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Fresh set of downs here. Flacco gives to Forsett. And he'll get this. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. Forsett again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A little dump off for Corral. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. He's got, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The six-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.